Hi everybody, it's Shelly, your den leader. Blue and Gold's coming up this weekend and our scouts will be receiving their Arrow of Light awards. I've gotten some messages from some parents with a little bit of confusion on how the banding works on the arrows and how to do it and so on and so forth. So I'm going to make this little video and I hope that it is informative and helps you out. First of all, this is an arrow that I did for my son Foster. Down here at the end feathers, that is called the fletching. That's going to be your start end. Some of you ordered from various places in a Native American major flag or your arrow, and it'll have this tag on there. Leave that tag on there for authenticity. It'll kind of get in your way when you're first starting out on the banding, but try to leave it on there for the authenticity issues. So when your scout starts, everybody gets the Bobcat rank. I've made that on Foster's arrow. I've made that in 1/2 inch wide. On the link that I sent you guys, there's a guide in there telling you how wide you need to make these bands. In the guide, it'll say to make the ranks 1/2 inch and the requirements 1/4 inch. Depending on where your scouts started in the Cub Scout program, I have some scouts that didn't start the program until they were Webelow scouts. So if you were to do it like that, the banding would end like way down here. So I think it looks nicer to have the banding go all the way down to the end. So therefore you would need to make mathematical adjustments on the width and stuff so that you can get the threading to go all the way down to the end with the banding. Okay? So black is for the Bobcat, and then this next one right here is teal. It is for bear. That's where Foster started. The beginning of the program is a tiger, so I think that's orange or something. So we have Bobcat and then his bear, and then these gold and silver colors. You can use whatever color you like for the requirements. These are 1/4 inch. For Fosters, they could be a different width for your child. So I alternated them gold and silver until I got to the appropriate number of achievements that he accomplished that year. And then right here for this purple one, it's a 1/2 inch because it's a religious knot that he received. He had to take an extra class to get that award, so that's kind of important, so I made that a 1/2 inch. And then his next rank, his Webelow rank, is a 1/2 inch. And then here are the requirements that he had to do to get that rank. And then another religious award. And then his next rank, his requirements that he got done. And then down here at the end, these are extra awards that Foster got. He did these on his own time, not even with the den, such as Outdoor Ethics and Leave No Trace, and Nova and Supernova, emergency preparedness, and so on and so forth. So that is I hope that kind of helps explain how the banding goes. And then I'm just going to show you guys, I'm working on another arrow for another scout because I offered this to everybody. If you don't have the time or if it's still confusing to you, I will be more than happy to complete your arrow for your scout as a way of, you know, one last thing I can do for the scouts before they move on to Boy Scouts or whatever they're moving on to. So I use embroidery thread. You can use paint, vinyl tape, or this embroidery thread. I think that the embroidery thread looks really nice and a little more authentic, but it's up to you and your family how you want to handle it and what medium you want to use. So I found the best luck with this Elmer's Extreme School Glue Stick. I found with the super glue, it can be a little messy. So what I do, I've already got the Bobcat and Webelow rank on here because that's when this particular scout started as a Webelow. And it's kind of hard to tell because the black and the navy are a little dark. And I got a couple of achievements started on here. So I'm just going to I run the thread through that glue stick there. glue it up, and I wrap it on there. And you'll see on this arrow, I have these little tick marks that I made with a pencil. And that tells me where I need to start and stop the banding. So I'm already at the end of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and clip that with my embroidery scissors here. I'm going to take my toothpick and just wipe a little bit of this glue on there and tack down this. You'll find with these metallic embroidery threads, if you use them, they're a little coarser. They don't feel as soft as and as malleable as the cotton ones. I don't know exactly what material they use for this, but it's coarser, so it's a little harder to work with the metallic ones. So you might have to use a little more glue, patience, and tenacity. So anyway, that's how you make your arrow of light. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to give me a call. I'm here to help. See you guys soon. Thanks.